The Addams Family. The Addams Family is the story of Gomez Addams, who's voiced by Oscar Isaac, and Morticia Addams, who's voiced by Charlize Theron. We're monsters that are just trying to live their lives together as newlyweds. However, everywhere they go, they tend to get attacked by an angry mob and they're sick of it. So they go on a quest to find a dream home, and in that attempt, they stumble upon a vacant house on a dark hill in New Jersey. They raise their son and daughter there, who are going through adolescence and some interesting times in their lives. Wednesday, voiced by Chloe Grace Moretz, wants to explore the world outside of their secluded home, while Pugsley, voiced by Finn Wolfhard, has to undergo a deep family tradition into adulthood. And while all this is going on, a TV show host named Margot is starting to tear down their home so that she can complete her neighborhood project and sell a bunch of houses. She needs to get rid of the Addams Family home in the middle of this brand new utopia that she's built. And we've got our movie. Given it's Halloween, I wanted to give this movie a shot, and I will say that this movie is probably a solid option if you're looking to entertain your kids on Halloween. For me personally, I felt a little disappointed by it and was expecting a little bit more. The runtime for the genre was ideal, given that it was about an hour and 30 minutes. There wasn't a whole lot early on in this movie that got me excited or amped to watch the remainder of it. It gets better as the movie goes on, and there's some things to appreciate as we learn more about the family's situation. Starting off with what I really enjoyed about this movie, the movie appeals to a really wide audience, and it makes for great family viewing. And that lies in the innocence and the themes that it would appeal to a younger audience. The relationship between Wednesday and Pugsley as brother and sister is pretty caring and endearing, which kids can draw parallels to, especially if they have siblings. And the fun that they also have is a little whimsical yet over the top, which is how a lot of younger kids end up behaving. And like I said, that's great if you want to entertain your kids for a little while on Halloween, but if you're looking for something a little bit deeper, you'll likely be bored. Also, I really enjoyed the family themes that were tied in. At some point, Pugsley and Wednesday are looking to appease their parents and make them proud of them. At the same time, Gomez and Morticia as parents are trying to make sure that their kids are happy, loved, and cared for. The lines that everyone has to walk are really delicate and are extremely relatable, and it actually made me think back on my own childhood and adolescence and my relationship with my own parents. And that will likely resonate with the older audience that watches this movie. Now, shifting into what I didn't like, the tropes that they use for a family of monsters gets way overdone. And since this is a family of monsters, this movie really leans into that by making them really love the negative things in life. For example, you see that Wednesday has noose knots at the ends of her hair. Pugsley plays around with cages and rockets. Morticia greets people by saying, "Disappointed to see you." And that's all fine and well because it falls within the identity of the movie, but when they do it hundreds of times in an hour and a half, it gets really old really quickly. By the time the movie ended and they kept playing off of those tropes, I just found myself rolling my eyes. Also, the one thing that really dragged this movie down is the fact that it was pretty boring for a majority of the time. At the end of the day, this movie is really about two parents who are trying to raise their family in difficult circumstances. However, it takes over half of the movie to really understand and get a feel for that, which makes for a tough first half to get through, because if you don't know what's going on for the first half and you're just meandering, you naturally get a little bored. To be honest, I thought about turning off the movie about 27 minutes in, but thankfully it picked up shortly after. And when it does pick up, it does get better and it is worth sticking around for. But you have to sit through a really slow start and get through a lot in order to get to that point. So my friends, if I gotta give this movie a score, I'm gonna say it's a 5 out of 10. It was mediocre. However, if you see it with your family, I think they'll enjoy it. Friends, have you seen The Addams Family? If so, what'd you think of it? You know where the comment section is. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching another Bankrupt Hippo movie review. Click right here if you like this and want to see more. I've been Bryce, and until next time, happy Halloween.